People know Johnny Depp because he talks about his personal life. He told everyone who the real love of his life was in a heartfelt confession. Was in a real confession. The well-known actor from Hollywood said that he had a special place in his heart for a woman when they were together. They were one of the most beautiful couples in Hollywood. They always looked great and were the model for romance. Who was she, and what happened to their perfect love story? Let's read the story and find out. John Christopher Depp is an American actor, singer, and songwriter. He has won a lot of awards, including a Golden Globe Award. He has also been nominated for 3 Academy Awards and 2 BAFTA Awards. He has been in movies that have made more than $8 billion around the world. A lot of these movies had strange characters. He is now one of the most famous actors in Hollywood. He was the youngest of 4 children. His dad, John Christopher Depp, was a civil engineer, and his mom, Betty Sue, was a waitress. On June 9, 1963, he was born in Owensboro, Kentucky. Depp's family moved around a lot when he was young, but they finally settled in Miramar, Florida, in 1970. In 1978, when Johnny was 15, his parents split up. Depp's mother then married Robert Palmer, who Depp has said was an inspiration to him. His mother gave him a guitar when he was 12. He began playing in bands because he wanted to make a living playing rock music. He left Miramar High School in 1979 when he was 16 years old. 2 weeks later, he tried to go back to school, but the principal told him to follow his dream of being a musician. He began playing with a band called The Kids in 1980. The band changed its name to Six Gun Method and moved to Los Angeles to look for a record deal. After they did well in Florida, this happened. Depp had a lot of other ways to make money besides the band. One of them was making phone calls to sell things. Lori and Allison were the bass players and singer's sisters in his band. She did makeup. Depp married her on December 1, 1983, and the Kids signed a record deal in 1984. They split up. Depp joined the band Rock City Angels. He helped write Mary, the first song on the Geffen Records album Young Man's Blues. When Depp was 20, he and his band moved to Los Angeles. At that time, Depp's ex-wife Lori and Allison introduced him to actor Nicolas Cage. This happened after the band split up. Cage told him to try acting after they broke up. Depp got interested in acting after watching Rebel Without a Cause and reading a book about James Dean. Cage helped Depp get an audition for A Nightmare on Elm Street with director Wes Craven, even though Depp had never acted before. Depp said he ended up acting by accident, in part because Craven's daughter liked him. Depp played the boyfriend of the main character, who was killed by Freddy Krueger. Depp kept getting hired for movies even though he said he didn't want to be an actor. He made enough money to pay some of the bills that his music career had not been able to pay. He was in a lot of movies from 1984 to 2018. Nightmare on Elm Street and Platoon were 2 of these. He was in Cry Baby, Donnie Brasco, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, and The Ninth Gate before he became a teen heartthrob on the TV show 21 Jump Street. He was also in movies that were made by people who weren't part of the big studios. He made his first independent neo-Western movie, The Brave, as a director. There were many more after that, like Edward Scissorhands, Edward, Sleepy Hollow, Alice in Wonderland, and more. Johnny Depp and Tim Burton have worked together a lot. Depp played Captain Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Starting in 203, Depp became very well known all over the world. People liked his roles in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Finding Neverland. During those years, he was in movies like Into the Woods, Black Mass from Hell, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, Secret Window, Public Enemies, The Tourist, The Lone Ranger, and Murder on the Orient Express. You have to agree with me that he is a great actor. He has done voice work for movies like Sherlock Gnomes, Rongo, and Corpse Bride. After his huge success, Depp got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1999. In 2003 and 2009, he got 2 nominations for People's Sexiest Man Alive. Infinitum Nihil. Depp's production company started making movies the next year. From 1998 to 2012, Depp was with French Sing is because he has this mysterious presence that is hard to explain, hard to put a name to, and hard to pin down. You can't because he is such a great person, and the best example of professionalism. It's hard not to be drawn to Johnny Depp on set. After falling in love with the actress, Depp quickly broke up with Paredes and started dating Heard in secret. Heard later said, "I felt like this man saw me and knew me in a way that no one else had. I thought Johnny was the most beautiful person in the world. I felt heard and understood when we were together. It felt like I had won the lottery." She wasn't the only one who fell in love. A source says that Depp was head over heels in love with the actress from London Fields. The source said she is a free thinker. Because of her, his life has changed. At the Santa Barbara International Film Festival, Depp told a crowd that he fell in love with her right away when they got back together after their press tour for The Rum Diary. He said, "I found her because she was in my head. We met each other. Things were actually pretty good between us." He joked, "It happened the first day The Rum Diary went to press. We got married that same day." In April 2013, Depp and his co-star went to a Rolling Stones concert together and were photographed holding hands. This was a public display of affection. Later, on January 13, 2014, Heard left a restaurant in West Hollywood where she first made people think she and Depp were getting married. People confirmed the couple's engagement for days. Then, in a video interview with the Daily Mail, Depp seemed to confirm the engagement by talking about wedding plans and saying that he was wearing a woman's ring on his finger. In March 2014, Depp and Amber had a special night at the Carondelet house to celebrate their engagement. More than 100 of their closest friends and family came. Some of the famous guests were Mandy Moore and Steven Tyler. A source later told People that the actress was a little unsure at that point. He said that she lost some of her confidence at their engagement party. She asked, "What am I doing here? And what is this scene?" After a brief pause, she couldn't believe that this was her life now. In late 2014, Depp and Heard seemed to be having a hard time. A close friend of the couple said at the time that their plans for the wedding had slowed down, which made it seem like there was no rush to get married. The source said at the time that Johnny is crazy in love with Heard, but there are problems in the relationship. But by January 2015, it seemed like the couple had gotten back together, even though there were reports of a breakup. People saw them kiss on the red carpet at the 6th annual Heaven Gala, which was put on by the Art of Elysium. After dating for a few years, they were officially Mr. and Mrs. Depp. On February 3, 2015, they had a civil ceremony at their home in Los Angeles. A few days later, they had a bigger wedding on Depp's private island in the Bahamas, where they celebrated their marriage. A source told People that the ceremony went off without a hitch, even though Depp's ex-partner, Paredes, and their son, Jack, were there. The weather was great, and the beach was beautiful. It was a very romantic and private beach wedding. Heard says that after they got married, things didn't change much for them as a couple, at least not right away. She said, "Nothing is a big change." To Elle in June 2015, "It's been kind of natural since we've been dating for a while." The couple was seen kissing passionately while walking the red carpet at the Toronto Film Festival for the premiere of Depp's new movie, Black Mass. Before Depp's performance as a vampire in Hollywood in September 2015, Heard and Depp worked with the Starkey Hearing Foundation to give hundreds of hearing aids to people in Rio de Janeiro who needed them. But Heard didn't say anything about her relationship with Depp. In her December 2015 cover story for Marie Claire, she said that she tried not to respond to the horrible lies about their life. She also said that her marriage was different, but she did talk about how her relationship with Jack and Lily Rose, his kids, was getting better. She told the magazine that being their stepmother is an honor and the best, most surprising gift she has ever received. "I can taste new things, colors I didn't know about have made my life brighter. I'm very happy." Depp praised his wife a lot while they were walking the red carpet at the Los Angeles premiere of her 2015 movie, The Danish Girl. "She is amazing," the actor from Cry Baby told E! News. "She works very hard. We had a lot in common, but the first thing that really got me was that she likes blues music." The actor told the media about their shared interests. She might remember an old blues song that I played for her. He kept celebrating. She knows a lot. We also agreed that she's very pretty and loves to read, which I've always been, he said. I'm one lucky guy, while laughing. Even though their romance was so perfect, the two of them wouldn't end up together. Do you want to know why? Keep watching to find out. On May 23, 2016, Heard filed for divorce from her husband of 15 months, saying they couldn't get along. But Johnny didn't want to talk about any of the mean, false stories, gossip, wrong information, or lies about his personal life. This marriage is only a few months old, and he just lost his mother, which is very sad. We can only hope that this short marriage will end well. Less than a week after filing, police officers who went to the scene, on the other hand, said they found no signs of a crime. A spokesperson for the LAPD told People this. Heard said in court papers that Depp hit her after they had a fight about him not coming to her birthday party. She said that Johnny pushed her to the ground hard while pulling her hair. The papers say that Johnny was also yelling, threatening, and daring her to get up. The actress said that Depp's drug use was what made him act out. She said in her statement that Johnny has a long history of drug and alcohol abuse that is well known in both public and private life. He gets mad quickly. I'm very scared of his anger because it can hurt or kill people, and he often thinks things that aren't true. Depp would later say in court that he met his future wife and that she was caring, loving, smart, kind, funny, and understanding. He was dating Paredes and Heard was dating Venri at the time, so we had a lot in common. The winner of the Golden Globe said that their first meetings felt wrong. At that moment, it felt like something. It felt like something I shouldn't be feeling. He gave evidence in court. I think the kiss in the shower scene in the movie was real. And I'm talking about the rum diary. Heard said that during the trial, they talked about their early connection with the judges. We talked about books, music, and poetry, he said. Authors I don't know and interesting novels and poems that I haven't heard anyone else talk about or like. In response, Depp's lawyer said that Heard was trying to get their divorce done faster. The lawyer said in court papers that Amber was trying to get an early cash settlement by making up false claims of abuse. The temporary restraining order was approved on May 27, 2016. Amber sued comedian Doug Stanhope in June 2016 after he accused her of blackmailing Depp and said bad things about her. She said this in court documents before filing for divorce. According to the court papers, she said she had left her husband many times, but kept coming back to him even though he verbally and physically abused her. She hoped that the man she married would change his ways. But every time she came back, the cycle of violence and drug use started up again within a few months. On August 16, 2016, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard reached a divorce settlement. This was just one day before their planned hearing for a restraining order. People said that Depp and Heard had agreed to a $7 million divorce. The joint statement they put out at the time said that our relationship was very